Well, very special for me because it was like one of the first short films I ever did was live action. But the opportunity to do this story, in stop motion, black and white, 3D, sort of expanding on the characters and the memories of the time for me just made it feel like a very special project. It took many years. I think it probably started when I started to look back on the original drawings that I had done for the thing, and how it was a different feeling from the live action. And then I started, because it was all based on memories, those memories just expanded. It's like dreaming. I remembered, like, oh, I remember that type of girl in school, or I remember that weird teacher, even down to the locations and the place. So for me, it just became like a real memory piece. And so it took a few years, though, to kind of formulate. Well, I think the main characters like Victor and the parents are kind of and Sparky are similar. Although I think with the puppet, the dog, there's a certain emotional quality that comes through maybe stronger on this than you can get with a live action animal. But then obviously most of the other characters are new characters, so um, they're based on real people that I remember from school or combinations of people. So that was fun for me to kind of try to root everything in a real memory. Well, I just felt like the medium and the material matched. It's something, if you think of the Frankenstein story, taking an inanimate object and bringing it to life, that's the stop motion process. So the two seem to go together very well for me in the sense, and also it's a more intimate movie, and the sort of handmade quality of it, which stop motion is, and going back to the beginning of cinema in terms of the technique just felt appropriate. Well, the thing is, see, I've been through that, and the boy who played, you know, Victor at the time was really, really great. He's probably about 40 now, so I don't think he could play the part. No, but the voice cast was great. I mean, Charlie, who plays Victor, could have played Victor. I mean, it's interesting how you hear somebody's voice, and then you see him and you go, well, yeah, he not only sounds like him, he probably could be him. No, I think this is it for now. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think again, just growing up on those movies, that was always a theme or an issue in it, and also growing up in like Los Angeles, uh, death was always a very taboo subject. But being near like Mexico, where they have the Day of the Dead ceremonies, it's a much more positive view on exploring those themes. So for me, I've always just felt, because it's the unknown, it's things people don't know about. And that's what fairy tales or folk tales or monster movies always do. They sort of explore the unknown that way. I mean, I think people forget that every Disney movie going back to Snow White had scary element. I mean, Bambi's mother died. The Lion King. There's lots of, it's lots of heavy issues, and so for me, they're little puppets, and I find it to be probably one of the least scary Disney movies from my point of view. I have trouble watching them, but I mean, this one is easier for me to watch just because it's a more pure thing, and I feel clearer to it. But it's usually quite difficult for me to watch movies, especially after working on them so long. It's like, okay, by the time I'm done, it's like, okay, I've seen it enough.